Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joseph, and in today's video I'm doing something completely different. I know you've seen the title, and it's just talking about how much YouTube has paid me for getting 1 million channel views. This is not 1 million views on a particular video, but this is just looking at my channel in general and how much YouTube has paid me since my channel has crossed a total of 1 million views. So what happened was I got a notification earlier on that said congratulations and that my channel has passed 1 million views, and that was like a milestone that I had to cross, and it happened in April. Now the interesting thing is I actually started getting serious on my channel in April 2018. So when in 2021 I passed 1 million channel views, I felt I just wanted to share it to motivate anybody or inspire anyone who also wants to start a YouTube channel, because photographers, we have the capacity to create content as and when we wish, and having a YouTube channel is going to be beneficial if you want to start like a side hustle. But my journey onto YouTube was a little bit different. It didn't really start out something that I wanted to be a side hustle. It started because when I started photography myself, the only place I could learn over and over again things that I wanted to get more information about was primarily on YouTube. So I learned how to retouch on YouTube. I learned how to take proper exposures or take pictures also on YouTube. So I went to YouTube University, and it's only good that I also paid for it, because when I was starting, I wasn't really finding a lot of videos that were tailored to the kind of skin types that I could find in my area. So I'm in Africa, I'm in Ghana, and predominantly we are dark skinned people, but most of the tutorials out there were for light skin. And so you'd learn the process, and then you have to find a way to tweak it to suit your conditions. So now that I also had been able to gather like a little bit of information, I felt it was only good to pay forward. So I also started creating content on YouTube. But when I started on YouTube, the journey itself was not really about creating content to teach people pictures, like how to take pictures, but for me, it was more of like a place where I could explore, a place where I could try out new things and then just dump them on. So for example, I'm shooting commercials for clients, fashion projects, beauty projects, and things of that nature. And it's not all the time that you get clients who would allow you to be flexible, creative, and very daring on set. Clients usually have something in mind that they want to get, and they come to you to just capture that and give it to them. So sometimes it's not really fun, it's not really challenging, because it's something that probably you've mastered, and so they're coming to you so you are able to bring their imagination to life, you know. So this was more of a place where I could force myself to be more creative, to experiment with models, experiment with lighting, experiment with anything photography, right? And as I started uploading videos, I noticed that people were placing particular requests on YouTube, and so I just thought, okay, if I was able to learn on YouTube, then probably I should be answering some of these questions on YouTube. And that is how my journey or the channel basically transitioned into a how-to channel. So there are a few things I want to go over. So for example, on this is my about page, and you see I joined in November 7th 2014, and I have a total of 1 million channel views. All right, so if you want to get monetized on YouTube, there are a few things that you need to, or your channel needs to do. And the first thing is YouTube says, actually they changed it. So before January 16th of 2018, when you're uploading and you're getting views and stuff, it's easy for you to get monetized. But as of 16 January 2018, YouTube changed that and says effective immediately to apply for monetization and have ads attached to your videos. So by the way, the only way you're making money from YouTube is when ads are played on your videos. So yes, effective immediately to apply for monetization and have ads attached to your videos, creators must have tallied 4,000 hours of overall watch time on their channel within the past 12 months and also have at least 1,000 subscribers. So if we're going to jump right into my channel analytics and start off in the whole year of 2018, you'd see, even though I'm talking about how much I've made in general or overall. We'll get to that shortly. I just want to go year by year so you guys can see how much dedication and how much effort goes into creating YouTube videos. People think that once you're uploading videos and you're getting some kind of views on your channel, it means automatically you're going to get monetized. Or sometimes people start uploading for the money, and when they realize that it's actually tougher than they imagined, then the desire just burns out. But again, like I said, when I was starting the channel, it was not pretty much about the money. It wasn't even really about the money anyway. It was just a place for me to get creative. I also wanted to venture into video, so it was like the perfect platform for me to experiment, learn how to take videos, and then upload them on YouTube. And then once I got an audience that were interested in my content and even had specific requests, it just in its way transitioned into a how-to channel. All right, so moving on. Before 2018, actually, I had uploaded some videos. And if I just go back to 2017, let me just start off with 2017. So I'm just going to change the year to 17. So you guys would see. I want to show you guys everything. So in January 2017, all the way down to December 31st of 2017, my channel only made $3.85. So this was before they changed the monetization policy, and I had uploaded 2, 3, 4, just a total of 4 videos inside of 2017. So I was not consistent because it was just something I was doing for myself, and I just basically uploaded 4 videos and I was done because clients were also demanding a lot from me, and I just had to quickly focus on clients because again, they were the ones paying, and this was more or less something I was doing for fun. I didn't even know I made $3.85. So moving on into 2018, if you guys saw that, so I'm going to change this into 18. All right, so from January 1st to December 31st of 2018, I made a total of 50,000 views, but my channel was not monetized because I hadn't reached the threshold, right? So you'd see that over here, I uploaded a ton of videos. But even with that, in January, I uploaded just 1 video, and then I came back in April. So again, it was in April that I got more active. I uploaded 4 videos in April, and then I started getting more consistent. So my next upload was in May 7th, and then May 24th was when I uploaded another video, and then I went all the way to June and I got more consistent from there. But getting to the end of 2018 as well, my last active upload was in October. So in October, I uploaded a total of 3 videos, and in November I uploaded 1 video, and then in December I uploaded 2 videos. So you can see from November I wasn't even as consistent, even though I was dedicated to creating content on YouTube. But things changed in 2019. So it was in 2019 that my channel got accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. So that was when I got monetized, to put it in simple terms. So if I apply that, you'd see that I got monetized in April of 2019, and I made a total of 170,000 views, and I got 3.8, or let's say 4,000 subscribers, and my channel made a total of $344. But before I get into this, I also want to go back and talk about how YouTube actually pays you. So they have something called RPM. Before, they only showed us CPM, which was like your cost per 1,000 views, and that is how much advertisers are willing to pay per 1,000 views on your channel. And now they've added RPM, which is revenue per 1,000 views, and that also shows you how much you get to keep. So YouTube itself is a platform. They've created a platform for you for free. They are actively using their algorithm to share your videos to actual people who have interest in your video. So imagine if you had a company and then you wanted to reach actual target audience that are actually going to patronize your service, you know that you are going to spend a lot of money marketing to those people and even convincing them to use your service. So here's the case: YouTube is doing all of that for you. YouTube has created a platform for you, and so they are sharing the revenue that comes in with you, and I think it makes so much sense. So I'm fine with that. The fact that YouTube takes a cut and I also get a cut. So basically we are sharing the profit, because I feel it's a 50-50 thing. Without the platform, there wouldn't be a chance for you to have a platform as well and also get monetized. So it only makes sense. So now moving back onto my channel. So you can see in a whole year where I was very consistent. I don't know how many videos these are, but these look like a lot of videos. I made a total again of 170,000 views, and I gained 4,000 subscribers, and also made a total of $344. Okay, so another thing I also want to quickly mention is I consider YouTube, for me personally, I consider YouTube to be a form of investment. So when you have a lump sum and you move that money into a bank, and then you say you want to buy into an investment, you're entitled to a certain percentage profit per annum, and that is calculated based on the amount of money that you're sending. And some of the banks have restrictions. So for example, let's say up to 1,000 cedis, this is how much percentage interest you can acquire. And maybe if you're above, let's say 500,000, then they're a little bit flexible, and so you can choose how much percentage you're going to get. Or maybe 1 million, then you can have more authority and choose and say, okay, maybe I want 40% interest on my lump sum that I'm bringing to you guys. But with YouTube, I feel if you're more dedicated, it is more of a compounding effect, and you see it as we're going ahead. And so instead of sending your money to a bank, you can actually actively create content, and then when you're accepted into the partner program, there's a higher chance of you making money. Bear in mind, this is not the only way I'm making money from my online space or my digital space, but this is just one avenue that we're looking at, and we'll look at one other thing that I want you guys to also contribute to. So $344 in 2019, and things got really interesting in 2020. So I'm just quickly going to change the year to 20 and do the same thing here and make it 20 as well. I'm going to apply that. So from January 2020 to December 2020, my channel made a total of $2,108, and I also made almost 500,000 views on my channel. So this is 474,000 views, and I also made a total of 9.2k, or let's say 10,000 subscribers. So it took me a whole year to make about 10,000 subscribers, and also made $2,000 on my channel. So you can see from $344 all the way to $2,108. If this was an investment, and let's say I put in $344, there's no way I would have been able to get a profit margin that is going to shoot up my $344 to about $2,000 in another 12 months. So again, if you really want to start a YouTube channel, I think you should, and I think you should add value to people. Again, the reason why I started this YouTube channel was just because I wanted to pay the knowledge forward. I learned from YouTube. So it only made sense that I also create content with the people around me, for people around me, to benefit from. All right, so now the interesting thing again, actually before I move on to the year 2021, I just want to quickly bring out my calculator, so that before you look at this whole figure and say $2,000, that's a lot of money, you guys would see that if I divide 2,108 by 12, that gives me $175 every single month. And this is not enough to pay for models, to pay my editor, to pay for a location if I have to go to a location to shoot or something of that sort. So still, this is not money that I'm able to survive on. But again, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I wouldn't have made this money at all anyways. So it's always good to have like a side hustle that you can be making extra cash from. So I'm quickly going to move into the year 2021, and again the compounding effect is going to show itself. But because 2021 itself has not ended, let me just click on 2021, and it's going to show you from January 2021 to April 29th 2021, and you see that I've made a total of $1,671, and I've also made 305,000 views already, and the year has not even ended. So if I bring up my calculator one more time, let me just take like $100 off and say 1,500. It's what I've made in these 4 months. So I'm going to divide it by 4. It means I'm making $375. So compared to the $175 from the previous year, it has grown by $200. So if I'm also supposed to multiply this by 12, it means that by the end of the year, if it stays consistent, I would have made about $4,500 by the end of 2021. It can shoot up if a lot of you guys subscribe and keep on watching the content that I'm about to share as well. this figure may jump. Again, if I also don't upload videos, or I'm not consistent and I'm not actually adding value to you guys, and you guys are not watching the videos as well, this figure may drop. So it's not really set in stone. It may go up or it might come down, but just based on what we have right now, I'm just predicting that by the end of the year, if it stays consistent, I might make about $4,500 by the end of 2021. And again, this is a significant improvement to the previous year where I made about $2,100. So you can see this is really compounding and it keeps growing year on year on year. So I hope I stay here long enough to create more dope content for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. Keep on liking and subscribing and commenting and stuff like that. But before I end, I have actually not spoken about how much I have made for the total 1 million views. So I'm just going to go and click on lifetime, and for my lifetime so far, again, it says I have made 1 million views. I have made a total of $4,132 over the 3-year period that I have been monetized on YouTube. So this is really amazing. This is really, really amazing. Like, when I started this channel, I didn't know that I was ever going to see this amount of money on my channel, because I didn't even think I was going to get monetized in the first place. And I didn't even think that I was actually going to be accepted into the YouTube partner program, because I'm here just creating content for myself for fun, and then you guys started having interest in it, and then it transitioned into a how-to video, and I haven't stopped since. And I hope I can keep on creating inspiring and content that adds value to you guys out there. So yeah, I made $4,132,000 for my 1 million channel views. And again, starting a YouTube channel as a side hustle, it's not easy, but it can be done. If I've been able to do it, you guys can also do it as well. And that's why I'm doing this video. So I'm not doing it so you guys get to see the amount of money I'm making. Again, this is not even enough for me to live off of. And actually, this leads me to something else I want to talk about. So you guys know about my Patreon. So my Patreon, initially when I started, it had 2 tiers, the $3 tier and the $7 tier. So the $3 tier was just you guys saying thank you to me for creating the content I've been creating, and then $7 was to solve a problem. So you guys wanted raw files that you can practice on, and I felt all the other platforms where they have raw files for you guys to practice with, they just upload them, and it's been there since like 2010 or so. But with this, every single month you have fresh content from the shoots that I do. So if I go onto like an epic beachside location and take pictures, you guys have access to those natural light raw files to practice on. If I'm in the studio and I shoot as well, you guys have access to those raw files and you can practice on them. And every single month you have new raw files. But I've added 2 new tiers. So for my 2 new tiers, the first one is a $50 tier, and for that one you get all the benefits in the previous tiers. That is, you have access to posts and messages, and you also have access to monthly raw files. But for this, it doesn't expire. So for the $7 tier, for example, if in April you pay, you only have access to what I uploaded in April, and that is it. But for the $50 tier, you have access to every upload, every raw file that I have uploaded since I created a Patreon page. You guys have access to that. So up to present, you're going to have access to all those raw files. But then my last tier is a limited tier, and I'm calling that my hero Patreon. And so for that, it's only available to 5 people, and it's going for $100 every single month. So for that, you get access to all the previous tiers again. So you have access to the archives, so all the raw files I have uploaded on the Patreon page, and then you also have access to a 2-hour live chat. So just like how you see me talking to you guys right now, it's actually going to be live. So if you have questions, if you want me to mentor you, if you want to have like physical conversations with me, we'll set up a time that is going to be suitable for you, and then you can have 2 hours to discuss anything that you want to discuss with me. If you want me to mentor you as well, it means that month on month, when you pay the $100 for 2 hours every single month, you have access to ask me questions. I can even share my screen with you and do some retouching videos with you. If you have your own raw files that you want me to edit as well and have like a private session with you, then I recommend that you go for this tier. But again, it's only limited to 5 people, because I don't want it to be too much. I just want a few people that I can spend like a lot of time with. as well. But if this keeps growing and I get more requests, I may expand it to include more people. But for now, I'm starting with just 5 people. So if you're interested, then go to my Patreon. The link is down below, and then you can become a hero patron. All right, so that is it for today's video. Again, I got serious in April of 2018, and in April 2021, this is what my channel has been able to do so far. I look forward to having you guys stay here and a lot more people joining so we can grow and get better in the days to come. So yeah, I hope this video has inspired you in some way, some shape, some form. And if it did, leave a like or a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, don't ever give up.